Good morning, everybody. Well, good generic time of the day, whatever it is, whenever you're watching this, but it's morning here. And more importantly, it's maple syrup morning here. Day one, batch one. We got a good old boil going here. I'll flip you around and show you what we got going on. All right, so I came out probably about 5:40, got the fire started. And as you can see, we got a nice boil going on here. Got the transfer tubes, the siphon tubes, moving it back and forth. So we're doing good there. Got a nice little drip coming off of the preheater, coming from a 5-gallon bucket. Got a nice, now I have my fan here, but I turned it off in order to do this video to get some of the steam out here. But we're doing good. And I only turned this light on to be able to film this video. My little cheapy oil lamp has been guiding me the rest of the way, so this is where I'll be for the rest of the day. So like I said, I'm not going to get super detailed. It's first boil is first boil. I mean, anyone who's boiled water before knows what boiling water looks like, but it's tradition at this point to film the first cook of the year. So we have about, as of last night, 33 gallons to cook today. So it's going to be a long day, and if I don't finish today, I'm going to leave it all to cook after church tomorrow, and we'll finish up tomorrow, but we'll see what the day brings. So stay tuned.
5 hours later.
Welcome back. It's been several hours since this morning. Obviously, that's how time works. You kind of go in like a linear direction. We move forward, not backward, which is a good thing at times. Getting a little steamy in here. It appears that I've already cooked through about 17 gallons, if I did my math correctly. I collected another 4 gallons this morning. So I added that to the list, and I will check the buckets one more time before I'm finally done adding into here. But let me flip this around and show you what we're looking like here. Alrighty, so it's going to be a little tough because of the steam, but we got a nice boil going in the front and the back pans. I have a nice steady drip going out of the preheater, which is just copper tubing that runs up to this bucket, and I got to turn the fan on because it is getting awfully steamy in here. So 5-gallon bucket with a valve there, which goes into this coil, and there's a valve at the end too, so I can control how that comes out. I can fine tune it to be just right. I found that one valve was not enough. So I just keep feeding it. This was all full of wood this morning, so I just keep feeding it. This year I'm using smaller pieces of wood. Give you an example. Here's some old pallet wood here, but this is probably the average size right here of what I'm using as far as diameter. This is ash, which will burn nice and hot. Last year I was using bigger pieces, and I think the smaller pieces are really just helping keep the heat going. As you can see here, got just a really good boil. And I'm actually not even using the fan this year for the intake, and it's doing really well. Just stupid hot, actually. Last I checked with my infrared thermometer, up here was like right underneath the pan. It was actually, I'll just do it in real time. It was close to 900 degrees earlier, so we'll see where we're at now. So we'll put it down here at the bottom, which will be with the, I have sand and fire bricks, so we're coming in around 370. And if we move right up to the top here, yeah, just shy of 800, but I just did put some on too. So depending on where, there's the 800 back there. So right, you can see where the dot is right there. So yeah, we're cooking. We're doing really good. If things keep going the way it is, this will be the quickest batch that I've ever made. It smells fantastic in here. This little ceiling fan is doing its work, but it's not perfect. So it's helping, but it's not a solution to the problem. So yeah, that's it. Step 2 for maple syrup. Step 1 was the last video, which is collect water. Now it's cook water. And on the next video will be bottle water. Those are the 3 stages of maple syrup. Collect, cook, bottle. Probably if I could find another word for bottle that starts with a C, it'll be a lot better. I'll figure that out before then. So, but I will turn this back on when we get closer to the end here.
6 hours later.
Okay, it's nighttime now, and as you can see, it's dark out. Again, start when it's dark, I end when it's dark. In between is the not dark parts.
Duh.
But what we have here, I'm gonna flip you around and show you where we're at 7 o'clock at night. Let me flip you around. All right, so after 13 hours, we have gone through, let's see, it was a 38 gallon. I'm gonna try to do math on the fly here. The 38 gallons is what we had total. I ended up collecting 5 gallons today, and there was 33 in the barrel. So 38 gallons, and this is where we're at. My calculations with my little dipstick here tells me there's about 3 3/4 gallons left. So I have to be careful and watch it because this one's lower than that one, even though they're kept even by the siphons. So I'm going to pull them here shortly. I'm going to finish tomorrow, but right now, including the that first initial hour of getting it going up to a boil this morning, we're at around a 2.6 to 2.7 gallons per hour. Without that initial hour, we're probably closer to 3.5, if I did my math correctly. So we're doing good. Look at this color. Like, that is just nice and dark and nice and light. They'll cancel each other out once they're mixed together. But yeah, we're doing really good. This batch went really well. It's my biggest batch ever made. And based off of last year's math, this should render me slightly more than a half a gallon of syrup.
Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction.
So I'm going to do the final cooking and the bottling and filtering tomorrow after church. So you may see this video before or even after. I haven't decided how I'm going to edit this all together. If this is even going to make it online at all, no idea. But this has gone very, very well. Hopefully you've enjoyed part 2 of the first batch. Collect water, cook water, and the next one, by then I'll have a creative C word that means to bottle. Can. I could call it canning. Collect, cook, can, maybe? I don't know. What do you think? That's it. That's all I got. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know I enjoy doing this. The videos are kind of boring because, like I said, it's cooking water. It's all you're doing is boiling water all day until the very, very end, which is the exciting part. And exciting is relative, so I understand. But I'm really just doing this for informational purposes. If anybody wants to know what it takes to make the delicious breakfast sauce that you put on your pancakes, in your coffee, whatever you do with it.
What's the matter? Your mama didn't teach you how to chug?
This is how it's done at the small scale. I'm trying to keep this as small scale, backyard friendly as possible. I know there's ways to upscale, but this is the way it's been done for a long time. Collect in buckets, dump, cook, bottle, rinse and repeat. Would I love to do reverse osmosis? Absolutely. Would I love a nice big shed? Absolutely. A fancy stove? Sure. But for right now, this is what God has blessed me with, and I'm going to use this to the fullest potential, and in the process, use this to bless others. Hey, Christoph of the future here to quickly edit in this nice, lovely photo of the finished maple syrup. I was able to get 98 ounces, so my math was a little off, but only because the sugar content must be higher in the sap this year, which I am all in favor of. So it was a wonderful surprise. It tastes fantastic, and I just didn't want to leave y'all hanging to see what became of this batch. And I will have an updated bottling video to follow this at the next batch. So that's all I got. Have a good night. have a good morning, have a good afternoon. Whatever time it is when you're watching this video, enjoy that time. It's a gift. So, that's all I got. Until next time, see you later.